reigning six-time F1 world champions Mercedes got straight down to business at Silverstone last week, launching its new W11 Charger with a shakedown. Valtteri Bottas getting the first taste. But the focus was on Lewis Hamilton, who was gunning for a seventh crown to match the record of the great Michael Schumacher, with the confident Brit expecting his biggest battle yet for the silverware.
Just gotta keep going. We're gonna try and win some more. It's not so easy, and each year it gets harder and harder for us as the competition gets better and stronger. And obviously we're still in the same rule regulation period, so the others have had time to catch up, try and catch up. So I think you're going to see the closest season that you've ever seen.
Mercedes is expecting the car it rolled out in Silverstone will not change significantly before Melbourne, unlike 2019's edition that had a sweeping upgrade for the second week of pre-season testing. Staying with Mercedes, and the German Mark has admitted learnings from its new Formula E program have already found their way to F1, with its power unit benefiting from different techniques. The efficiencies of the electric machine, the inverter and all the control systems are paramount, and the torque accuracy delivery is crucial, said Mercedes HPP engine boss Andy Cowell. The three-pointed star joined Formula E from the current 2019-20 season. And while some saw it as Mercedes' F1 exit strategy, the brand has used its crossover to benefit the wider program.
We believe that that's got further potential and that it's going to grow at a pace. But I don't see either Formula 1 and Formula E in conflict with each other. And I think our focus is going to be very much, or my focus is going to be very much on helping Formula E to grow as a sport.
After 4 rounds, Mercedes is third in the Formula E team standings. Its highest-ranked combatant, Stoffel Vandoorne, who sits fourth in the drivers. Reggio Emilia, the birthplace of the Italian flag, was a fan focus last week, with its stunning Romolo Valley Municipal Theatre the location for Scuderia Ferrari's new car launch. One that brought the nation's long love affair with culture and automotive excellence to the fore, with the hopes its new, redder SF1000 will be the one to topple rival Mercedes' dominance in Formula 1. And team boss Mattia Binotto is confident the car, which will contest the brand's 1000th F1 Grand Prix in France in late June, has been taken to the maximum in its evolutionary development. One much closer to Mercedes' high downforce concept.
Certainly we have been all extreme on all the concepts as much as we could. We developed the car, tried to look for the maximum aero performance as first, trying to maximize the downforce level. So the entire car, the monocoque, the power unit layout, the gearbox has been really packaged in a way to have a very narrow and slim body shape. I think that it's quite visible on it.
For such a glittering night, none of the soon-to-be boiling rivalry between its drivers was on show. But 2020 is critical for both, especially 4-time F1 world champion Sebastian Vettel, who must redeem himself against the Scuderia's sweetheart, Charles Leclerc.
I think it is a step forward. I hope it will feel like that when I drive the car, but I can be sure of plenty of commitment from all the people that are here.
I know the team, I know more or less the car. Obviously this year it's a new car, but it's still an improvement of last year's car, so we've been working all together to make it better and to be more ready for this year. I know the people, so yeah, it's a good season, it's a big challenge, and I can't wait to drive the car.
China continues to reel from the continued spread of novel coronavirus, which has been declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization, and so far claimed more than 1,100 lives. Sports authorities across China were quick to recommend that all events be suspended until further notice. And last week, the Chinese Grand Prix was officially postponed, following consultation with both Formula 1 and governing body, the FIA. With time needed for the situation to improve, let alone to determine whether it can be rescheduled.
We'll work with our Chinese partner. They're a good partner. They're a valued partner. I think we'll discuss with them options. It's challenging at this point to try and figure out how to fit it into a tight schedule that's pretty packed. And realistically, we still don't know, how this plays out.
The postponement leaves almost a month's break between the inaugural Vietnam event, of which there are also concerns, and the Dutch GP's return, with little room to reschedule the event. The last F1 race to be postponed was the 2011 Bahrain Grand Prix due to civil unrest. It was later cancelled. Over in Paris last week, Renault launched its season but not its car, with just teaser pictures of its RS20, preferring to maximize development time ahead of pre-season testing. Renault has a clear goal this year, in regaining the positive momentum it had to the end of 2018. The French squad suffered with reliability early last season, having taken a big step forward with its power unit. It recovered to 5th in the standings behind storming customer squad, McLaren. And the focus has now moved on to its chassis for more consistent handling across a variety of different circuits.
This year it was about putting much more downforce, but also improving the aerodynamic characteristic of the car, which I think we've done, which may have been detrimental to the straight line speed. So again, to go back to your point. So indeed, as you say, I think its operating window is having something which is more balanced from one track to the other, from one corner to the next.
French young gun Esteban Ocon has joined his national team alongside multiple race winner Daniel Ricciardo. And the team knows that it has to prove its title-winning potential from 2021 to keep him.
There is a lot of things that we don't have in our hands, The only thing we have to do is to get the best team possible, the best car possible, the best vision for the future, to show to Daniel that he can stay with us and be a competitive driver with a competitive car.
Toro Rosso officially became AlphaTauri last week, with the Italian squad rebranding with all the style of Red Bull's fashion brand in a glamorous launch at its Hangar 7 facility in Salzburg, Austria. The event, hosted by original Red Bull driver, 13-time Grand Prix winner David Coulthard, mixed high fashion with high octane, as the covers on the new AT01 Challenger were whisked away, revealing a striking new livery and a car the team hopes will build on the potential of last year's prototype in fighting for podiums and a top 5 finish in the constructors' standings.
No, we are really optimistic, and the team must perform well. We have a fantastic partner with AlphaTauri, and I am really convinced that AlphaTauri will have a successful season.
And the drivers are feeling bullish, given the new car's wind tunnel figures and another step forward from Honda over the break.
What I know is that we've done our homework quite well, and hopefully it will be enough to make us perform very well.
Staying in Austria and to the famous lakeside town of Mondsee, where Racing Point launched its RP20 in deference to key sponsor BWT, which originally turned its cars pink and has its headquarters there. There is plenty of excitement at the Silverstone-based squad on the back of news it will become Aston Martin's factory team from 2021, following a $240 million investment from the Lawrence Stroll consortium in the embattled British supercar manufacturer. And with a healthy budget for 2020, Racing Point's management believes that a top 4 finish is realistic, with both drivers able to score top results.
I predict before the race, they'll both be drinking water. And after the race this year, both of them will be on the podium at least once drinking the champagne.
The squad retains its driver lineup of Lance Stroll, the son of team owner Lawrence, and Sergio Perez, who last year signed a deal extension with the team to the end of 2022.
This time of the year when you want to know how quick is your car, although it looks really nice, it's about how fast it can be. And And yeah, we cannot wait. We've done so much preparation. The team back in the factory, they've done so much preparation to this new season that we are definitely looking massively forward.
Haas was F1's first mover in 2020, after it unveiled its new livery online on February 6, but will also be the last, as one of 3 teams set to reveal its new car on the opening morning of pre-season testing. Haas joins Alfa Romeo, which has already shaken down its new C39 in a cool snakeskin test livery at Ferrari's test track, Fiorano. The Iceman Kimi Räikkönen was on hand to take the car through its first 100 kilometers as part of the Italian Marque's filming day. The Flying Finn pounded the circuit, while teammate Antonio Giovinazzi and new reserve driver Robert Kubica looked on. Meanwhile, in England, Williams revealed imagery of its FW43, the car it hopes to get off the back of the grid with. The British squad desperate to claw its way back and flush with young talent. With its race drivers George Russell and rookie Nicholas Latifi, reserve driver Jack Aitken, test driver Roy Nissany, and development drivers Dan Ticktum and Jamie Chadwick.
Clearly, as when you're looking at drivers, you need to make sure that you have the best possible talent that you can have in your race cars. It's all about going fast at the end of the day.
Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.